Hello everyone, again welcome to Oliveboard, and I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Now here I am with the third part of the 3D mensuration class as we are continuing to do, right? So with that being said, let us continue with wherever we had left off. So last class or last video, I had gone through, I guess, till the pyramid, I guess, right? So we are having a few things, few topics left. Like I have not gone deep into first term and stuff. So we will do those things today. But before that, let's solve a few questions. Let us solve a few questions because I have given you theory, but again we have not solved all the questions, right? I guess 24th. This was the last question that we had done, if I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, this was the last question that we had done. Correct? I'll check. But again, let us start with the 25th one. Let us start from 25. So this is the right circular cone. Ajab, so this is the first term question. Ruko, just a second. First term will not start. Sir, let's start with this. First term, first I'll kind of discuss the bit, then again we'll go into first term. Hemisphere is inscribed in a cube of side this. What is the volume of the hemisphere? What is the volume of the hemisphere, sir? That they are asking. Sir, I'll give you a few seconds to solve first because as we have already done this question, like this type. So I'll give you 1 minute 30 seconds to solve this. So first, and then I'll give you the solution. Then I'll give you the solution, sir. So first, please try, sir. Please try, sir. जल्दी से सर. Simple, simple, simple. जल्दी. Answers, answers. अच्छा, 1 minute only I'll give. Done, sir. थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही time दे दिया. Sir, hemisphere and cube. I'm giving you a very 2D type of representation just to make you understand, sir. Sir, if there is a cube in 2D means this. Cube in 2D means it's a square. If I just want to look at this from a 2D perspective, right? Now hemisphere, sir, hemisphere will look something like this, sir. Whatever happens, sir, whether it is touching the top or bottom or whatever, I don't know. So it will look something like this. But whatever happens, what I can say, the diameter of the hemisphere must be equal to the side of this. The side of this. So if I just draw this, if I just say, so I can simply say, sir, the radius of the hemisphere will be half of this because this is diameter 6 centimeters. Sir. They're asking volume of this. So volume will be how much? So there is no pi in here, so I have to calculate. So 22 by 7, 4 by 3 meaning this is 2 by 3 into pi into r cube meaning 6 into 6 into 6. Calculation will be very weird, sir. चलो क्या ही करें. 36, 72, 144, 288 into 11 by 7, sir. Why I've done this? Because 11 multiplication is a little easier to do. So 288 into 11. So 2 and 8 you write. 8 plus 8, 16. 1 carry. 8 plus 2, 10. 1 carry. So 3168 by 7, sir. So 4 sevens are this. and there is only one option starting with 4. So that must be your correct answer. That must be your correct answer. So I don't need to do the entire calculation, sir. I can just do this much and that is giving my answer. Clear everyone? Moving on, sir. Triangular prism. Okay. Uh, yes, this is a good question, sir. Very good question actually. This is actually a very good question, sir. Again, I'm giving you a minute 30 seconds. Again, I'm giving you a minute 30 seconds. Please try and solve this, sir. Please try and solve this, sir. Very simple question. Looks a little tricky, but let me say this is not a very difficult question. This is not a very difficult question. That's my promise. Just draw the diagram. You can either draw the diagram or visualize. If you can visualize, nothing is better than that. Nothing is better than that. Last 30 seconds, sir. Last 30 seconds. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Time is up. Sir, what is given? There is a right triangular prism, meaning that base is a triangle. And base is a right angle triangle with perpendicular sides measuring given 8 and 15. 8 and 15. So the other one must be 17, sir. The hypotenuse. So this prism looks something like this. The prism actually looks something like this, sir. अच्छा, do one thing. एक second रुक जाओ. ठीक है. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks, sir. This is the prism. Sir, now, this is 90 degrees, sir. This is 90 degree. So this is 8 centimeter. This is 15 centimeter. And this is 17 centimeter. Height is the same. Height is 5 centimeters. So this is 5 centimeter for sure, for every side. Now, sir, all three surfaces are rectangles. They're saying area of the largest rectangular face. Largest rectangular face will be height is same. So wherever this value is highest, because length into breadth, wherever length is highest, that surface will have the highest area. So the highest will be, sir, 17 times 5 ratio smallest one. Smallest will be wherever this is length is lowest, that is 8. So 8 into 5. So this will cancel ultimately. This is nothing but 17 is to 8, meaning area, like ratio of the areas, which is option number 2, sir. Which is option number 2. Now again, if you could have visualized, you could like do this without like kind of like making the diagram and stuff. Simple questions. Next one, please. A company makes a gift box in the shape of a right pyramid with a square base. The base of the box is 8 centimeter. Base side of the box. Achha. Square base side is 8. Okay. Height is 15. Due to safety limits, the box can be filled up to 80% of the total volume. If 1 centimeter cube of material costs this, what will be the total cost to fill one such box. Chalo, let's see. Volume into 0.60. Volume into 0.60, sir. Chalo, let's see. One thing we can do, you can just check the this thing. Acha, sir, 1 by 3 into area of the base. Sir, area of the base will be 8 squared, sir. Can I say this? Why 8 square? Because it's a pyramid, so and the base is 8 square with the side 8. Sir, 8 square into height is 15, sir. Height is 15, sir. So 1/3, 8 square, 15. Into, sir. This is in centimeter cube because everything is in centimeter. Everything is 0.60. So this into 0.60. But not the whole thing can be filled, only 80%, meaning 4 by 5 can be filled. So this will be your answer. So let's calculate this by 100, meaning this 3 5s of this, 5 this gone, and I will not cancel. 64 into this is 24 by set 10. Now by 6 by 6, meaning sir these two will be either of these two. Chalo, let's calculate, sir. Let us calculate, sir. 64 into 25 will be how much? By 4 into 4. So that will be 1600. 1600, but again it was 24. So minus 64. Minus 64 will be 1500 and something. 1536 by 10. So 153.6 will be your correct answer, sir, which is option number 1. Which is option number 1, sir. Again, the calculations I've done in a different manner, but still, please understand what I'm asking of you guys. Try to write this line together in one way. In one line, try to write this. This is a good practice to build because it might so happen in the beginning, you might find it a little tricky or a difficult. But again, the more you try to do this, the better you actually get at this. Clear? Clear, sir? Next one, please. Pyramid with an equilateral triangular base. So we are doing so many pyramid questions. Don't worry because these questions were asked. That's why we are doing this. Equilateral triangular base of side this and height this is placed on top of a cube with side length this. Find the total volume of the composite solid. Okay, pyramid, triangular base of side equilateral triangle. So again, like it will be like one pyramid on top of the cube. So composite solid, they're asking volume, we don't need to think about like how it looks or something. So volume of the cube plus volume of the pyramid. Volume of the cube will be what? So cube of side length 15. So it will be, sir, 15 cube, sir, plus 15 cube plus, sir. This will be, sir, 1/3 of equilateral triangle of this √3 by 4 into 15 square into, sir, height is how much? Sir, 20. Done. 5. Sir, 15 square you take common. This is 15 plus 5 √3. So this is 225. Another 5 also I can take common. So 3 plus √3, sir. So this is 1125, I guess, right? Into 3 plus √3 meaning 4.732. I'm taking 4.7 only because options are very far apart. Sir, 1125 into almost this is 5. Almost this is 5, sir. So there is only one option which is coming even close to that. That is this. That has to be the answer. Again, you see, I'm not calculating. I am not even calculating. Right? But again, ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही हो गया. This is a little too much. Just a second now. Have we taken everything? Ruko ek second. I'm having this feeling that this is not the answer. I've made an error. This will be less than this. Because 12 fives are 6,000. what I've missed? 15 square I've taken. So 15. This is 5. Array, sir, this was 3, na? Array. This by root 3 I've forgotten to take. 5 I've taken. This is by root 3 was there. So sorry, everyone. So sorry. I have missed this. Sir, 1.732 by 3. Let's do, sir. Sir, 3 5s are, so 3.5s are this. 15. 2. 30. 7s are 21. Sir, 0.577 वैसे ही कुछ. So 3.57. I'm taking 3.57. 3.57. That is 3375 plus 3.5 meaning half of this, almost 600. 3,975. 4,000 around kuch answer. So there is one answer. Sir, option 3 must be the answer. Option 3 must be the answer. Yes, this is clear, sir. This is clear, sir, everyone. This is clear, sir, everyone. Again, you see, it might be a little tricky, the calculation, but again, we could have done it. बहुत ज्यादा टाइम भी नहीं लगा सर, बहुत ज्यादा टाइम भी नहीं लगा सर, right? 4,000 something, that was the correct answer. So because again, this level of kind of calculations or this level of like approximation we were able to do because the options were so far apart from each other. Otherwise we would have to kind of multiply normally. इतना कुछ नहीं कर सकते थे. ठीक है, चलो next one please. Next one please sir. Next one please sir. अच्छा sir, again a basic one. Basic one, it can be very well given as a percentage question. It can very well be given as a percentage question as well. A cylindrical balloon, sorry, spherical balloon is inflated, causing its radius to grow by 5%. Percentage of surface area. So surface area of a balloon is proportional to r square, 4 pi r square. So r increases by 5%. So r square will increase by 5 plus 5 plus 5 into 5 by 100. So if you do this, you should not actually need to do this question. You should know this by heart. Sir, 5% twice is 10.25%. Again, it was a 10-seconder. I would argue it should not even take you 10 seconds. It should not even take you 10 seconds, sir. Next one, please. Next one, please, sir. This one, please. Check it. This one, please check it. Two right prisms have the same height of 12. One has regular hexagonal base with side 5 centimeter. Other one has a square base with side 5 centimeter. So both are having the same ratio of the volume. Sir, same height. Sir, what is the volume ratio? Sir, volume is equal to, volume ratio they are asking, na? Okay. So volume 1 by volume 2. Area of the base into height. Sir, area of the base will be, in this case, hexagon. So again, I'm not using the basic formula, like the direct formula, I'm using basics. 6 times root 3 by 4, 6 equilateral triangles into 5 square. Correct? And sir, over here, this is a square. So area, like the area of the base will be what? Only 5 square. Into height, sir. Height is the same. So even if the height was not given, that would not have been a problem. 5 square, 5 square, 12, 12. Again 2, this is 3, sir. So this is 3 root 3 by 2. That's my option. 3 root 3 is to 2. Option number 2, sir. Option number 2, sir. Again, you see, a very, 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 very simple question. Clear, everyone? Now, before we do more, before we move into more questions, okay, I must kind of give you a little bit of the other stuff. That is the one thing that I haven't discussed yet from over here. This thing, you see, first term miss ho gaya tha actually. Again, a very interesting thing. First term, how do we get it? First, you understand. Please understand, how do we actually get first term, sir? First term, how do we actually get it, sir? Right? So this is how it looks, sir. This is how it looks, sir. The cone. This is how the cone looks. I've just kind of rotated it so that everybody can understand and see. So that everybody can understand and see this. Correct? This is how the cone looks. Everyone, this is how a cone looks. Now please understand, if I just cut the cone with a parallel axis, if I just now cut the cone with a parallel line, sir, meaning if I just take a line which is parallel to its axis and just cut it, something like this. If I just take a line and just cut it like this parallelly, so whatever I'll get, that is called a frustum. Just the bottom part. So top part will be a smaller cone, and this bottom part, that is called a frustum. So if I just want to draw, I don't think there's a ready-made 3D shape for this. But again, chalo, kuch na kuch to bana payenge. Kuch na kuch, I'm drawing it by hand. ठीक है? Or at least trying to. ठीक है? This is how a frustum actually looks. This is how a frustum actually looks. Now there are a couple of things that you need to know. There are a couple of things that you need to know, sir. Sir, in case of a frustum, this is height. This is the height of the frustum. So there are two radius, two surface. So there must be two radius. This is, I'm taking, say, let's say R1, and this is, let's say, I'm taking this one as R1 and this one as R2, sir. Now, please understand, everybody, if I drop this perpendicular, if I just drop this perpendicular, sorry, kya ho raha hai? Yeah. So if I just drop this perpendicular, sir, correct, everyone? So this is called L. L is what? The same thing, sir, slant height. L is what? The same thing, slant height. Now this is H, the height. So if this is H, then this must also be H. Acha, can anyone tell me, can anybody tell me, sir, what will be this length? Acha, can I say, this total is R1, this is R2. So this one must be R1 minus R2. So the relation over here comes out to be L square. L square is equal to H square plus, just by using simple Pythagoras. So slant height becomes root over of height square plus difference of the radius whole square. This is to find the L. Now, why L is important? To find the curved surface area, sir. To find the curved surface area, which is written as pi into R1 plus R2 into L. Done? And sir, volume of the frustum, sir. Volume of a frustum. So this is a very interesting formula. Comes again, volume, again, I'm not showing you the proof, but again, how it comes. You see, volume of this part will be volume of the total like cone, the biggest cone, minus the volume of the smaller cone. Volume of the bigger cone minus, if you do volume of the smaller cone, you will get the volume of the frustum. So if you calculate it like that, you will always get as 1/3 pi R1 square plus R2 square plus R1 R2 into H. Now H being the height of the frustum, not the height of any cone. H is nothing but this. Actually, we replace H after doing the derivation. So that is how we get this particular formula. Clear, sir, everyone? Clear, everyone? Absolutely clear. Take a second, look at everything, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. Feel absolutely free to ask, sir. Feel absolutely free to ask, sir. Clear, sir, everyone? Clear? If you have any doubts whatsoever, feel absolutely free to ask, sir. Done, done, done. This is the frustum of a cone, sir. Now, once this is done, sir, then I will move to some questions. Okay. The problem is frustum questions ढूंढ के निकालना थोड़ा typical है. But don't worry. Pyramid. Sir, मिल गया sir frustum. Frustum मिल गया sir. So, first things first. Please try to do this once. Please try to do this once, everyone. Everybody, try to see to this once. A right circular cone is cut parallel to its base, forming a frustum. The height of the original cone is 20 centimeter, and the cut is made 5 centimeter from the top. What is the ratio of the volume of the frustum to the volume of the entire cone? So think, it's a good question actually. It is actually a very good question. Why is it so, sir? It is because it is because ठीक है? It is because of this. Now this is the cone. Now what have they done? What have they done? They have made a cut like this. They have made a cut like this. Okay? They have made a cut like this. Correct? Total is 20 centimeter. Total is 20 centimeters, sir. Well and good. Total is 20 centimeters, sir. But this is, sir, 15 centimeter. Sorry, 5 centimeter. So this must be the other part. The frustum height must be 15 centimeters, sir. Right? Ratio of the volume of the frustum. First things first, height of the original cone, and sir, this radius we don't know. This radius we don't know, sir. This radius I'm taking to be r centimeter. Again, a brilliant question actually, this one. First time I've seen a question this good in CGL. You see, they have not given you any radius or whatsoever. So you will say, sir, frustum area, how can I find? Because I don't have this radius, sir. The second radius I don't know. R1 I know. R1 also I don't know. I have taken it. R2 though, I have no idea. So how can I figure out the area of the volume of this frustum? That's the problem. So please understand over here. Please try to understand over here the most important part of a frustum. He said this is, if you look at this mathematically, this is an similar triangle, sir. This follows similarity, sir. Can you see this? Sir, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. This angle is equal to this angle. So it's a similar triangle, sir. So if this is 5 is to 15, meaning 1 is to 3. So meaning the small triangle versus the big triangle is 1 is to 4. 5 is to total is 20. So if this is actually R I take, I must say this is not R, but this is 4R centimeters, sir. Can I say this, everyone? Can I say this? Can I say this? But again, I have the height with me. I have the, so height, like from there I got the ratio of the radius. Now they are asking volume of the frustum. Sir, volume of the frustum to the volume of the entire cone. Sir, volume of the frustum, 1/3 into pi. Pi, don't put pi, will cancel. Into. Sir, height of the frustum is 15. And inside the bracket, R1 square, that is R square. Plus R2 square, that is 4R square, 16R square. Plus R1, R2. 4R into R, that is 4R square. By, like volume of the entire, the big cone. So 1/3 pi R square each. R square will be what? 4R square, meaning 16R square. H is what? H is 20. 1/3 pi, 1/3 pi cancels. Acha sir. 15 threes, 15 fours. So 3 into, this is 16 and 4 and 1, so 21 R square. 16 R square into 4. R square cancels. I don't think we can do anything. 63 ratio 64 is the answer. Sir, option number 1. That itself is your answer, sir. That itself is your answer. Again, a very, 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 very good question. Very, 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 very good question, sir. Clear, everyone, sir? Absolutely clear this. This is absolutely clear. 100%. Simple one, sir. Very simple question, sir. Perfect. Now, shape पापा prism ये तो हो गया, sir. These questions will do next. Sir, right circular cone having height of this is cut by two parallel planes. Yeah, this is like very good question. Very good question, sir. Very, very good question. Please do this, sir. Please do this, sir. Read the question, then I'll help. Then I'll help. Please read the question first. A right circular cone having height of 15 centimeter is cut by two parallel planes at heights 5 centimeter and 10 centimeter from base. Sir, chalo, let's make this once again. Let us make this once again, sir. right? Now over here, what they have told us, 15 centimeter and two parallel planes, 15 and like 5 and 10. Acha. That means, sir, so total 15, so three equal parts actually. It's like that. It is like that, sir. Correct? It is given like that. It is given like that, sir. Done. Now, now let's understand. Total is 15, sir. So this is 5 centimeter. 5, 5, 10 meaning this is 5 centimeter. Total 15 meaning, sir, this is 5 centimeter. Now they're asking all three parts, what are the ratios? So first top part is a cone. All the other two parts, they are frustrums. They are frustrums. And the height is the same. Height is the same, sir, first of all. So if I take this, the first two parts, ratio of the radius, let's find out. So this is one part and the whole thing is two parts, 5 and 5, 10. 1 is to 2. So if this is R, sir, this is 2R. Now again, let's take this one along with the whole thing, this part, sir. Or you can take the smallest one and the biggest one. Anything works. So smallest one is 10, the biggest one is 15. So ratio is 2 is to 3. So if this is 2R, then this must be 3R, sir. 2 is to 3. Sir, we know the radius. Calculate. Calculate, sir. What is the ratio of the volumes? Sir, first part volume. That's a cone. Sir, 1/3 pi r square h. Sir, please understand, r square into h is, r square is here r into h. H is 5. Ratio. This is a first term, sir. Second part. Sir, 1/3 pi r square. R square will be what? Sir, r square will be, for r1 is this, r2 is this. So this is 4r square plus r square plus 2r into r, that is 2r square, into h, again 5, is 2. Third part. Sir, again 1/3 pi into, again sir, over here 3r whole square, 9r square, and the r1, r2 is 2r, sir, that is 4r square, plus r1, r2 meaning 3r into 2r, 3 2s are 6r square, into h meaning 5. Again you see everything will actually cancel. 5 and 1/3 pi, 5 and 1/3 pi, 1/3 pi and 5 cancels. So first from here I'm getting r square. Second one, sir, 4 2 6 7 r square. Third one, sir, 4 and this 19 r square. So this is 1 7 19, sir. That's your answer. Option number 4, sir. Option number 4, sir. So again, these ratio based questions, meaning you see, so this frustrum where the similarity concepts needs to be used. Not only the basic formula lagao kar do, the formula based questions, they have moved away from that and introduced this similarity based questions of frustrum this year. So these questions are a must for you guys to do. These questions are kind of a must for you guys to do, sir. Perfect, everyone. So I am keeping today's class till this point only. I hope you have enjoyed the video, enjoyed the class, and I will again then see you guys in the next class, because you see the topics, all the small little topics I have covered. There are a couple of things here and there. The concept that I've discussed, you can kind of have like kind of go through those. Now mains questions I have not kind of taken for the like for these classes. Again, before mains I'll take those questions. There are a couple very specific questions like this year, couple of questions, couple of very good mensuration questions has been asked in the mains examinations, which we will discuss, but not now, before mains, because those are very main specific topic. I don't want to waste your time kind of like by getting into those things right before the prelims examination, right? So with that being said, thank you so much everyone for joining me. I will again see you guys in the next class then. Till then, please take care. And if you have any queries, any questions, any suggestions, feedback, feel free to comment down below. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye, everyone.